It's your faith girl here, Shay. Thank you for tuning in to Faith Rocks. I really am on fire for faith, and I have a new series full of episodes, 30 days to fuel your faith and reasons to be on fire for Christ. But before I get into that, the word I have for somebody today is, at what point are you going to start trusting God? You have the faith, but when is your faith going to translate into trust? Faith is awesome. Faith is what I'm all about. Faith Rocks is more than a ministry. It's a lifestyle. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Faith is awesome. You got to have it. But at a certain point, you can have faith in God, which is the belief in who He is and what He can do, but still live an unfulfilled life full of stress and worry and tension because the trust part has not yet come into play. So I want to encourage someone today and really ask the question, when are you going to truly start trusting God? Have you ever played one of those games where you have to fall back with your eyes closed and there are people back there to hold you up and make sure you don't fall? That's trust. If someone were to blindfold you and hold your hand and take you through the woods, you have to trust that person to believe they're going to do it. The same thing goes with faith. You might be in a place right now where you're saying, I believe God. I believe in who He is. I know what He's able to do. I've seen what He's done for other people. But when it comes to myself, if you're honest, a lot of times we don't fully trust God because trusting requires us to put ourselves down. The byproduct of not trusting is self-effort, self-works, feeling like we have to carry it all on our own shoulders because if it goes wrong, there's no one else to blame but ourselves. And for a lot of people, especially overachievers and really strong people that have gone through a lot in life, you learn to rely on yourself. You learn to trust yourself because you can't rely and depend on other people to do it for you. But I have come today to tell somebody, today is your day to start trusting the Lord. What does that mean? What does that look like? That means closing your eyes, being still, and truly knowing and trusting that God is God. That once you put your hand in the hand of His unchanging hand, no matter what it looks like, no matter what you're going through, the word says to trust in the Lord with all your heart, to lean not to your own understanding. That's the problem, y'all. We are trying to figure this thing out on our own. We're trying to understand how to make it work, how the pieces are coming together. And today God is saying, trust me. Trust Him to do it. That doesn't mean to stop putting your faith to work. That just means to trust God to do that in which you can't do. Trust God with your finances. Trust God with your heart and soul. Trust God to do everything He has promised and to fulfill the desires of your heart. So today is your day for your faith to actually translate into trust. It's not enough to just believe in God. You have to trust that He's going to lead you, whether you get a sign or a wonder or not, whether you get an answer, whether He answers your prayer today or He doesn't. Sometimes God is very quiet, and those are the times that we still have to be still and trust Him with all of our hearts, not a small part of our heart. Sometimes we trust God with something over here, but over here it's not easy to trust God. So trust God in every area of your life. That is the word for you today. Faith rocks when you trust God, because then you don't have to worry about it. Trust God to take the pain away. Someone there watching is dealing with an issue in their leg, shooting pain going down their leg. Trust God to take that pain away. I'm just really getting into the Lord more and trusting Him to stir up my gifts so that I can come to you with an on-time word for you. And that word today is trust. So be blessed, my friend. Don't just believe, don't just have faith, but trust that God is working on your behalf and that He's going to do it for you. Trust that He's opening a door just for you, but trust Him until the end. Stay on the battlefield. Stay fighting the good fight of faith. Faith Rocks, and keep tuning in.